My name is Margarita Blush, and I am the Grant Wood Fellow in Interdisciplinary Performance Theater. I consider myself a Bulgarian-American. I was born and grew up in Bulgaria, and I moved to the US about 24 years ago now. I don't think I would have been the artist I am if I had stayed in Bulgaria. So I'm really fortunate, and people who belong to more than one culture, I think majority of us will tell you it's a blessing and a curse, meaning that you draw from two cultures, and at the same time you don't belong anywhere anymore. I primarily do visual and puppet theater, and I create original theater. I don't take plays that already exist in the world. I create something with the ensemble from scratch. I usually begin with an idea, and then around this idea we develop content, we develop theatrical moments, and then we weave it into a production. I use puppets because puppets are more poetic, more metaphoric about the human experience. And they can capture serious themes that are important to me, lives of women, justice in the world, or greed. Puppets capture these themes in a more profound way. Also, puppets can do a lot that human performers cannot, and this is another layer of poetry. They can fly, they can die and come back to life, they can do unrealistic things. And because I create theater that is not realistic, I lean heavily into creating that kind of imagery, things that transcends the everyday. And this is how I use puppetry in my work. The set that you see here behind me is the set for Ascend, which is a production that the department asked me to develop with the students. Through the production, I kept telling them, nobody's telling us what to do. It's ours. We can do whatever we want. I said, you don't need anybody's permission to be an artist. They have written all the language that is in the show. They have choreographed all the movement that is in the show. They have created all the imagery. Of course, I've directed it and I've shaped it, but it was them who conjured it. So the power that they actually hold was revealed to them, and they were really excited about it. Considering the year we're working in, we wanted to really create something that is a thing of beauty and a thing that would allow the audience to just go, to exhale and to take a breath. I was just talking to people yesterday out after the performance, and they said that is exactly what I experienced. I was able to breathe. I was able to take a breath and to not worry and to forget about the outside world and just take on the imagery and go on a journey. It could be a very scary journey to creating something that you have no idea what you're doing in the beginning, and then you end with something, and then you're like, oh wow, look at what I've created. So it was a really wonderful process. One of my goals is to create atmosphere of joy and play when I teach, because play is something that we forget to do as humans, but this is actually one of the most effective ways of us to learn. That doesn't mean that we don't take the work seriously, but we do it with joy and with humor and with playfulness, which is essential for humanity and also essential for theater makers. How can you be a theater maker if you don't have the sense of play? We call them plays for a reason. It was really a fortunate thing to have the Grant Wood Fellowship during this year. I was so fortunate that I was able to continue my work. As an artist, it's such a gift to have somebody rooting for you and somebody helping you achieve your goals and being like, so let's make it work, let's make it happen. So that has been very meaningful.